Welcome to Nevermind the Furthermore. Wait a minute, this music isn't right, the scene isn't right. Hang on. That's more like it. And now it's time for the show for all creatives. Nevermind the Furthermore. Your source for conversation, inspiration, and fun. With your host, Nicholas Anthony Tockert. He's an artist, a writer, a swordsman, and a game designer. He knows how to use the sword and axe in historical battles without anybody getting hurt too much. He's also the Manatee Man, master of marketing. And he may even have a guest or two. One thing, though, to be certain. Just don't call him a cryptid. With that, it's about time for the show. So sit back, enjoy, and have some coffee and chat with us.
Good morning, Nevermornings. I'm your host with the most, Mr. Nicholas Anthony Tockert, coming at you over the airways on WNTF. Nevermind the Furthermore. Nevermind the Furthermore is brought to you with the generous support of our good friends at the Independent Creator Directory. IndieCD.org is your one-stop shop for the best and the brightest authors, musicians, creators, and anyone you want to help you find that project and make it real. The hardest thing in being a small-time creator is finding the support you need when you don't have connections in the industry. Think of IndieCD as the back rooms and the back door to all those secret meetings you couldn't get into. You need somebody to edit your book. You need somebody to flat your comic book. You need music for a project that you can actually afford. Head on over to IndieCD and look at what the small creators who banded together are building there. And if you are a small creator, well, friends, you know, Unky Nick is here to smooth in your day and make everything a little bit easier. So, instead of having to pay that only one-time fee of $40 to have a web presence, to be among the wonderful ranks of the people up on IndieCD, with secret code Podcast1, the first 100 people who use it, because the code is locked away and ticking fast, get their place for only half that. So a one-time fee of $20. Honestly, I don't know how Joe plans to stay in business, but friends, it's a great time to capitalize on that opportunity. We are, of course, also made possible by sales of, wow, we had a stuff slide while I wasn't looking. The Simple Sword, the Fighting Axe, and the Simple Spear, all part of my ongoing series of Western art manuals designed to help you go from having never handled the sword to being able to teach the art to others, as well as Hates and Hellfire. Which reminds me, I need to get this ad reshot. Hates and Hellfire, a dark seeker has claimed 2 lives and is hunting an innocent child on the edge of the Appalachian Mountains. Only his aunt, a plucky reporter, her cameraman, and a very odd cat stand against the forces of darkness. Friends, colleagues, Romans, it is July! We have entered the hump day period of 2024, where we need to stop and assess Stop, conjugate, and listen. Anyway, no, this is our opportunity, friends. As we approach Independence Day, as we think about what it means to be in a great democratic republic, to stand where our rights matter and where we hold no kings above us. We, as the bold, the creative, the intelligent, the people with the dreams and conviction and fire to make it all happen, gather and we assess. Because this is not merely the time to get all your Pride merch dirt cheap as the corporations decide, oh, that's enough trying to get your money. No, dear friends. And before you spend a bunch of money blowing things up for amusement, remember what we are doing it for. Independence, for our freedoms, to celebrate the joyous revolution that brought us here. And so, just as we, many, many years ago, as a nation, strove against the great empire to find our freedom, to make onto the world a nation of the people, by the people, and for the people. Let us never forget that, dear friends. We have to take that pride, that creativity, that courage, and faith in our motivation and put it on ourselves. What are we doing to free ourselves this day from the oppression that crushes us, the enforced conformity, the normalcy that seeks to seek the joy in life? Because are we going to go into this week, this month, and the rest of this year slowly letting the color eat and drip and be suckled away from life till we're stuck in a corporate hellscape? No, my friends. We are not going to merely succumb to the demands of business chic. We're not going to put on our leashes to amuse our sociopathic overlords. No. And no again, I say, we are going to put pen to paper, finger to keyboard, stylus to tablet. We are going to get out there and we are going to create. We are going to put our dreams and make them manifest. Not just the dreams of our stories, not just the dreams of our art, not just the dreams of our games, not just the songs we hear in our heart, but the dream of our life. Okay, I'm hitting you hard this morning because I'm feeling it. I'm feeling that fire rising up, and I intend to wield it for as much good as I can, my friends, my brothers and sisters in creativity. We will not go quietly into the mundanity of what it seems the world wants from us. Despair is one of the worst forms of sloth. It is insidious. It lies and saps away our strength. So no matter what the news may say, no matter what events may say, no matter what your bosses and your former teachers, the people in authority who have told you that it can't be done, you can't live that way. You have to do what we say. Work your job till you die. Consume what we tell you to consume. Buy what we tell you to buy. Make what we tell you to make, or nothing at all. Well, friends, freedom needs not to just be from the forces of foreign governments and powers. Freedom is not from the darkness lying in certain nationalities. Freedom is not from just the villainy and violence of those outside, but inside and within our own minds. We have to seek the liberation of creativity, of hope, to be defiant in the face of stolen options and hateful messages and fire and hate. And it's hard. I want you to understand, I know it is hard because we are so dang tired. I think many of us burnt out, literally and figuratively, in 2020. I think many of us suffered the assaults on our bodies and our pocketbooks and our dreams. Many of us had dreams that we worked for years to craft, only to have them to crumble into sand and dust in our hands. But is that enough to stop us? Is that enough to make us put down the pencil and go, it's getting a little too hard. It's getting not enough profit. Supplies are looking tight, friends. Maybe that feeling of maybe, that lie of maybe we should just stop. Maybe it isn't worth it. And if in your heart of hearts, that's where you feel, if that's where what calls to you, I understand. I know how hard it can be. I know that it feels like the world is against you and is crafting a system of fear and pain. I know sometimes, oh man, the dice fall and those numbers are low. And you just take the hit again and again and again and again. And I will say this, that is okay. If you need to rest, that is okay. If you need to take a break. But do not let that break become permanent. Do not forsake your goals, your dreams, because of someone's external timeline. I am a firm believer, a devout follower of the theory that as long as there is life, there is hope. And that we should keep charging the enemy as long as there is life. Sometimes that feels like madness. Perhaps sometimes it is. But for me, as I look out and I see personal events and public news and a bunch of other things, and the world starts looking grim, and I start feeling concerned, and I look around and I realize madness is all I see. Well then, if the world wishes for madness, if the world wishes for the bonds of normalcy and sanity to shatter like fragile glass, how dare they expect us to break in the pattern they wish? I do not hold to that. I hold to, if the world cries for madness, pick the most audacious of madnesses. Pick the most insane of madnesses. The most defiant in the face of statistics. Pick hope. So this morning, this beautiful July morning, as we enjoy the break from the oppressive heat, and as I still talk around the cookie cutter in my mouth, I say this: do not despair in anything. Mourn, be sad, be afraid, but never allow despair. Because the more that is thrown at us, the more we have endured, the more we have the capabilities, the personality, the force of raw will to look at what has happened and say, listen, Look what's behind me. Do you think pain is a deterrent? Do you think fear is a deterrent? Do you think limited funds is a deterrent? Not for one such as I. Not for one such as you, I say. So yeah, I am fired up today. And if I'm going to be fired up, I'm going to take that spark and I'm going to distribute it to all who are listening who might be feeling a little low, who might be doubting if it can get better, if it can change. What is the price of admission for hope, my friends? It's putting down the imagined worries. It's putting faith in a power greater than yourself. Now, I am not a preacher, even though I sound like one. There are people far more adept in that. But I will say this. I do not believe that anyone was built, was crafted to be a loss. I do not believe anyone was made not to matter. In my time, I have had the privilege of working with people who God has blessed with health and wealth and physical ability to be the envy of anyone in their field, mental ability to make one aspire, social networking and charm. The strength to endure. And I have known people who have to struggle to breathe every breath, whose heartbeat, something we almost all take for granted, is dispensed measure by measure. I have known people who the great effort of reaching a hand out to feed themselves is exhausting or beyond them. And yet, the lowest, the most forgotten, the cast aside among us all have stories and hopes and dreams and lights, no matter how small. They matter. And they are doing with what they can, with what they have. And I ask nothing less of every one of you. So my accountability is I've done a bit of writing and a lot of work on some projects that I'm not quite ready to show you yet. This is not a cop-out. This is motivation. We did have a delay. We had a delay because, given the nature of last week, Monday the windstorm took off part of my roof, the soffit. Insurance could check on that. Wednesday, my neighbor was possibly firebombed, and my siding got melted. Friday was cool. I thought we were out of it, but these things come in threes. And whilst I was out early Saturday retrieving something that got left at a store in Watsika, my lovely wife was attempting to clean and not paying attention, and she essentially kicked the machete barefoot. Amanda's okay, but she has stitches, 5 of them in her toe. This is not happy camperdom. He was a nasty guy. The one time I'd been out for a month. One time I'd been out in a month. I usually get out by myself about once a month. Not usually for something like this, but about that. So a lot of the weekend was taking care of her. you know, urgent care visit and back, driving all over hell and gone to get what needs done. And a bit of rest Sunday, because I did. I rested as an action. I put down my troubles that could be put down for another day. And I hunkered down with my wife and my son. And we rested. Because with the break in the heat, it was an opportunity to rest. And I woke up this morning and I realized I have rested. And now, friends, I am going to get some stuff done. Yes, I have a dental appointment today. Yes, that means after this afternoon, I probably won't be around much online due to the way I react to anything ending in cane. But that's not stopping. That's not letting it get me. That's pacing. That's understanding. A man has got to understand his limitations. In part to operate with realism and perspective, and in part so that you know where the wall you want to pierce is. So today, before I get into your comments and I run Joe's ad, before we get whatever shenanigans are going on this beautiful, beautiful July morning, I want you to get out there. I want you to plan. I want you to think of what you can do to battle forward, and I want you to enact that as you can. Because it's worth it. So, if you're trying to move forward in that manner, trying to let that dream come true, whatever it is, maybe you should start here. Thing. Oh, you thought I was done with my rant? No. Quick reminder that yes, I mentioned it earlier, but I want to drive that point home. It is July. That means June is over. For a lot of people in the, I've heard the term alphabet mafia, and I really do like it. LGBTQ, etc. crowd. Okay? You notice I have a multicolored gradient kind of rainbowy thing going on in the background. I got it from Brian. I quite like it. That thing was here in May as a reminder that I'm here for my friends, my family. I'm here for the people who I don't know, who have something about them, the way they love, the way they manifest their energy, whether it syncs with how their body works, whether it syncs with what other people want. All those people who, with love and kindness and consent, have dreams and hopes that the world opposes, that hurt no one. I was here in May. I was here in June. I'm here in July. This is a safe place. That will offend some people. Me saying that will offend some people. I am aware of this. And in response, I say this. You who may be offended, bothered, I even watched an eyeball person leave. That's fine. You have two choices. You can either stay here and learn and maybe get built up too, or there's the door. Because I have no room for cruelty. I have no room for viciousness. I have no room for bullying. And I know right now it seems like that kind of thing is on the rise, but friends and family, just because a villain removes their mask of civility does not mean that another villain has been added. Just because someone reveals something that you didn't know about them, that maybe you find troubling, that was there before you knew it. And I'd rather have everything out in the open so that we can work on things. Because there are people, and I have met them, who want to be better. And the people who want to be better are the people I'm interested in. And I don't care in what field, in health, in creativity, in simply being a better human being to each other. I'm going to hold you to it. And I'm going to give you the opportunity to walk through that door. Because just like you could take a horse to water, but you can't make them drink. You can take anyone to a library, but you can't make them think. But I'm going to keep offering. Because I choose, whenever possible, to love in face of hatred. Despite hatred. To try to be better. To try to forgive. Though I admit it is not in my makeup to easily forget on that one subject. So, friends, today, like every day, I want you here for you. I say it at the end of my shows. It's something that popped out of my mind one day. The phrase, I love you and you should too. There are a lot of kinds of love. English does not tolerate that well. It does not understand that well. It is a failing of our current version of this language. But it's there. And I will say this, as so many may hate irrationally, in defiance of all logic, I choose to love. And if there's one thing I love reading, It's your comments. So let's get into that and get back to a slightly more normal day. I may have come on a little hot and spicy, and I don't plan to necessarily stop. But sometimes, just sometimes, you've got to strike a match and see what goes up. First through the door at 9:07 is our good friend Alex Rations. Hello, my boy. How are you, son? Good morning. I'm a bit early, but I'm here hoping YouTube doesn't cut off comment. It did not. You are here. Now, you messaged me that you might be taking it easy, in the commentary because you have things to work on. Bully on you. If you need to work, you work. If you feel like chatting, we are here. Second through the door is Trelena. Hello, dear. Good morning, Alec. And we've got greetings to Trey and hope you had a good weekend. Alex says, I did. I'm going to braid my hair today, braiding it back into a bun, have it at a length where I can do that hairstyle I've wanted to try. Hope you've had a good weekend as well. What kind is it? It's a men's style double French braid. I'm mentioning because I'm doing my hair now. Can't wait to see that. And Trey says, I've seen that style. It'll look really good on you. And if there's one thing, Trey had a very long braid when I first met her. Her icon was Duo Maxwell from Gundam Wing. And more importantly, in my point, Gundam Wing Animal Swarms, because I love the OVA. But Gundam Wing. And she looked like a very problematically attractive Duo Maxwell at points in her life. In fact, when I first got to know her. And she says, my weekend was super productive. Looking forward to a quiet holiday at home. Rock on, Mags. Thanks. I hope so. I'm trying to get it out before the 4th so I could possibly wear it on the 3rd and 4th if I do a good job on securing it. And this is if you want wisdom of your elders, if you want one of the great secrets of life that rose from the 80s, Aquanet hairspray will keep it in place for days if you use enough. That's good. I'm going to be busy this holiday as a vendor. Rock on. Excellent. My mom is helping me part my hair right now. Oh, it's a hassle to do it on your own. I bet. Trey says, I could never French braid. It always came out crooked. And Alex says, I looked at many tutorials and I think I can do it. If I can't, I'll see if a friend can do it for me or something. Wow. It's almost like that's the message of this channel. Wow. Y'all got me to go full Kermit. I don't know why turkey noises were involved, but yeah. And Thesis says, good morning, Alec and Trey. Good morning, Thesis. I was always helping my mom braid my sister's hair when I was younger, but it's been so long since I tried. I don't know if I still could do it. Get yourself 3 pieces of string and just warm up that way. Trey says, you've got this. I was always trying to do waist length, really thick hair. You should have a good length to do it. Man, you're bringing back memories, Mags. Woo! Y'all don't know. Make you lose your mind. Up in here, up in here. Hey, Bladed. Good morning. How Trey? Did I tune into Hairstyles with Alec? Am I in the right room? Oh, you're in the right room. I do miss having the braid. It was really meditative to weave it together. I can see that. It'd be a long journey to get there again. But, I don't know anything about going back on the journey to get, one's hair back. Now, I don't know how long this will stay, but I'd kind of like to see if I can't get it back to how it was when I first got married. There's a bit less of it, and it's a whole lot grayer, but it looked good back then. And if it doesn't work, I can always hack it off. Hey, Carl. I learned to braid my daughter's hair. Of course, my ex said that I did it wrong. Aunt Donna wants to braid my beard, but no. You mean she doesn't get to put the little beads and go full Pirates of the Caribbean on you? Dwarf? Carl is a dwarf and he's digging a hole. Diggy, diggy hole. Digging a hole. Look, he's off to the coffee mines to dig some more. Yes, do it, says Trey. Oh, look, you got to obey. It's Trey. Don't argue with the woman with magpie wings. Anyway, yes, you did, Carl. Lamau. Hairstyles with Alec. Totally. New show on the network. Not quite. I think that's one of those that'll have to wait a couple of years. But I would get wigs to follow along with it. Oh, cool. Accountability. Wrote a new parody song for the humor group. May get back to writing again. Maybe. No pressure. But we'd love to see it. Yay. Trey's wig cosplay. I sense another show coming up. And hi, Foxy. My hair's nearly long enough to braid again. Rock on. Hi, Foxy. Maybe for the October, the burning is yarn. You know, I've actually seen some really neat cosplay wigs made out of yarn. There are a couple styles that could be really cool. My brain jumps first to Sailor Moon and Hatsune Miku. Sorry, Japanese and the cookie cutter are not getting along very well. I forgot to put the dental wax on this morning. But we will make it work. Hey, Foxy, like I said, pain is not a deterrent. And Carl gets Donna into Donna and Dawn conjuring pose. Drags coffee, nuts, and cats to Carl. Thanks, Trey. Accountability. Added the convention ordering book. Made new ad. Ooh, it has Joe distributed that yet? If not, make sure he does. On July 3rd, don't forget the Munsey Show on Indie CD. Yes. Let's see, Wednesday, July 3rd. I have something in the works there. Nice, Trey. Come on, Don. Get off your chair. What? Oh, we can. Was that a request? Well, friends, we're over here on 95.5 WNTF. Never mind the furthermore. And friends, we've had a request from the chat for one of our biggest hits. So we'll be back after about a minute of your favorite tunes. Spinning them live and hot here on WN.
It's time to scan, that is the plan with Carl and Dawn to catch a fawn or unicorn. We're so forlorn, we got a cap, so here's our rep. Munsey, we want to Munsey, because we want some points and funny badges with our modern cell phone gadgets. Munsey, we've got to Munsey. Download that app and help us cap, and you can play it too. Munsey is good exercise, good for your heart and for your thighs. Dawn is such a lovely lass. Come on, Dawn, get off your chair. Munsey, we want to Munsey, because we want some points and funny badges with our modern cell phone gadgets. Munsey, we got to Munsey. Download that app and help us cap, and you can play it too.
And Carl says Lamau, and Alec is laughing along, and we've got greetings, and hello, Donna. It's early enough, I can say, how are you doing? She's kicking off more sparks than the 4th of July, and I am here for it. Donna! Hey, Donna! Yes, and greetings, and hello, that what's been dude conjured my bestie instead of Dawn. Oh, well. Hey, Trey, and morning, Donna. Hello, Donna. I love Friday's drawing thumbnail. It's Carl and Little BB, I assume. Yes, it is. You can actually check the Wednesday show to see all the background on that and others. And hey, yes, that was before I got BB back inside. I'm so glad she's safe. She's a happy kitty now. And you got her inside just in time. Sandra, are you wondering?
No, it's me. What you need?
Nothing. I just saw somebody move around along my peripheral vision and have watched way too many Nuke's Top 5 to not say, excuse me?
Sorry, but
You're fine. Amanda says hi. Anyone. Yes, it's a bit outdated now. Little baby is back in the house. That's good, but it's still funny, so I regret nothing. I reached down to pet her this morning. She stood up on her hind feet to meet my hand. Purr. Woke breaker. Hey, Woke. Aw, hey, Woke. Long time no see. Hey, Woke. Haven't seen you in a while. How have you been? Hey, Woke. Seeing if anyone would mind checking on my community tab for some feedback on my characters. Looking for good old constructive criticism, tips, still learning, and writing. You are in the right place for that, Woke. We'll try, Woke. I better make a note, though. And life at Trey. It's kind of sucky, but hang in there barely. LOL, working on coloring books as well. Hey, you got to do what you got to do. All right, Kyle, thanks for appreciating it. Been pretty exciting getting back, artwork back and whatnot. Seeing your stuff come alive is so weird. Would have thought. Isn't it cool? Tockert time is almost here. Oh, you weren't ready for what was coming down the pipe. Trey says, I've got you open another tab so I can check it out after the show. The comment dump will be epic. Oh, yes, it has its own comment dump. Alrighty. And a whole bunch of people are saying hi to you, babe. She says hi, guys, if you can't hear her. She is hobbling on out to the living room. I have to, Munzie. Yes, we've got to Munzie. Let's see. Where are we? Ooh, my comment dump had a comment dump. I knew this was coming. He's probably watching the comments and add up and shaking his head. You know what? Nope. You know what I was doing? I was feeling the fire blaze up in me, dear friends. Awesome. Thank you. Hope everyone's projects are going good. Subtlety in writing is so important. Remember how Star Trek made social points without hitting you over the head with them? Modern writers need to get back to that. Oh, Carl. That was funny. That might be the funniest thing I've heard all day. Remember when Star Trek made social points without hitting your head over them? Oh, Carl. Remember Frank Gorshin, the Riddler, in black and white makeup? At war with the other guy because his black and white were on opposite sides? Or remember, the reaction when Kirk and Uhura kissed, or the fact that they put a Russian on the bridge at a time where the Russians were the bad guys, kind of like they are now. Although most people mostly pin it on Putin, not necessarily the Russian people. So that's kind of groovy. Yes. No, see, modern writers need to get back to writing. If you write well, you can tell your story regardless what it is. He's probably wanting to go sit in a corner pondering all his life decisions. Oh, you fools! Don busts down the door. Let's do this. Morning. He needs a new rock intro. Tockert time. Lingering cameras and a subtle look. LOL, Don, welcome. LOL, Lamau. Hi, Don. I bet, Alec, we all need to consider our life choices out there. Make today yours. Carpe diem. Attack the day with teeth, claws, and caffeine. Yes, accountability. Went to a con this weekend. Met Eddie Deason and spoke with him a few more creatives I met along the way. Rock on! Hey, Don is a greeting if it will show. And too many people wait for someday to work out and make things work out. Yeah, that's not us. Someday never comes. Okay, that's fixed. Good thing I have all of those, Trey. Made new contacts was able to get Kariba and Sinizations? Don't ask. Okay, Don, you are carping that diem. That's awesome, Don. Really hope we can make HoloCon so I can meet him too. 5-minute warning. You ate rolls by an African lake? I like rolls. Hey, Don. And the closest quick trip star is in Quad Cities. Guess where the con was? Oh, yes. You bet your tushies I stopped to get coffee and cinnamon rolls. Gotcha. Hello, Mal. Greetings to all. LOL. It's almost like, saving me some time, but I gotta, y'all. Well, all the love in the world. We got a lot of ways we can make that work. Anyway, after the show, Sasaki, I'm going to the library, needing to print stuff, and then probably sit there and draw to get more done. That is good. You will not have Amanda there today, as due to her foot, she's not going to be taking stairs at least for another day or two. Right now, doing stuff around the house for Mom. Good. Yay. Nice plan. Here's Nick. Looks at curtain moving, not moving. Y'all won't give me 30 seconds to get it working. Crickets. Wow. I sound like cereal this morning. Snap, crackle, pop. And Donna says, time to say, don't forget to like, share, and share, folks. I know you're subscribed. Oh, we shall see. Yay! Here we go. At least I didn't sleep through this show like Fridays. One, Alec, I respect the need for sleep. I do, and you can always catch my shows in the rerun. But I'm glad you're here. We all must have needed sleep last week. It was the heat. I think so. And you know what? I think it's... What else is hot? Feeling hot, hot, hot. Alrighty, because Trelina's stuff is amazing. I'm going to cite whom I personally blame. Now, silly enough, I'm going to wear my favorite hoodie. Rock on. Got it back from a friend finally. I let them borrow it for a while and got back, and then they lost it. Finally found it, but now I got it. Rock on. Smooth jazz Nick today. Wait for it, though. Good, Alec. Right, Trey. We're on an FM station today. It happens sometimes, as long as I can keep everything going. It has fallen back on me as Donna has forsaken the job to keep the mojo in the dojo. Nick is Smooth Jazz host. Us, well, usual chat. Oh, nothing usual about that. LOL. That says enough. Where we're going, we don't need rooms. Wait, have we had a green room comment yet? Nope. I'm pretty much Trey, and I don't think so. No, Carl. Just checking. Side eyes, Carl. We're slacking. Wholesome Chaos! Okay, Wholesome Chaos sounds like a great band name, and I just want to put that out there. For a, They Might Be Giants style, edutainment band. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the month of July. After Nick's intro, I want to toss some tea in the harbor, as you should. God bless America. Fling some celestial seasonings bags in the shower. Oh, I'm not going to say it. Hey, Chris. Morning, Chris. Chris, squee. Hey, Don. I got to get that picture back. Close enough. Hey, Chris. No, no, he's getting spicy now. Flings tea into kettle and still out there. Crocheting in the streets. Madness, rise up and create. That's what we're here for this morning. Hey, thanks, Trey. Let's hope that your drain doesn't start growing plants, Carl. We have reached Christmas in July. Now is the time to reach out to your creatives and get the commissions started for the season. Yes, watching Callie play with the tea bag. Most teas don't have seeds, so it should be safe. What a mess. IndieCD.org makes it so easy to find independent creators to commission for all your gifting needs. Yes, start now so you can have it then. Hashtag always promote. High five, Trey. Yes. Several months ago, at this point, a couple months ago, I made an Etsy order of a small creative that I will be revealing when it comes in on my Nick Knows Nerf show. I'm halfway through a Nick Knows Nerf, a new one of those, talking about a lovely device, which I do not want to lose, but I appear to have. It will show up when I stop looking for it. Probably. And if not, oh wait, there it is. Ha ha ha. You guys don't know it, but this little thing is going to save me a mint. And let me use some nefarious things. And I got this from a little guy named Foam Technician. And he hasn't paid me to advertise him. But spoilers, I'm going to be talking about his stuff because if everything he makes is of this quality, chef's kiss. And high five, Trey. And, well, we did have a wild 6 to 8 week rabbit in our house now. Oh, we have. Mom is holding it as our cat was chasing it. Rabbit ran up to Mom and let her pick it up. Oh, I like that. So sweet. Smart bunny. Took pictures. It's so cute. I am obviously pro bunny. I mean, personally, I blame Do Bunny, but that's okay. Sometimes you need the doom. Doom. We need a few more likes. Don't forget, folks. Yes, please. Thanks. Sarah would have whipped you, but I went for settle. Carl's got that calm service dom energy that's coming in today, and I am absolutely here for it. Depending on the whip, she may like that. Absolutely. Madness. Oh, yeah. It's the madness. Snap into a Slim Jim. Macho man. Accountability. I think I've done enough practice on the guitar for my secret project. Now to record. Rock out. What? Not the green room. Let's roll with that. I got you. And to clear something else up, also not encrypted. Now, great thesis. This is a new record. The longest holding off of a green room comment. I'm proud of you. Lamau, can't wait to hear it. I have a new idea for a later issue of Atfillion. Same here, thesis. Looking forward to hearing it. And awesome. Foxy, nice Foxy. Freaky Dream will turn into an somewhat unfortunate reality. Friends, and I have it brought up, but there is a book, Art and Tales, Volume 1, and Through the Thinning Veil. Both of these have influences of my dreams. Look up my other books. I know I need to make a bunch of ads for myself. Well, we'll work on it. I'm nervous because it will be the first thing I've played that was written by someone else. I hope I do it justice. Do your best. Make sure you have the rights to show it, though. Everyone is doing so well on projects. I'm pumped for them. Rock on. Way to go, Foxy. Thank you, Nick, for this pickup morning talk. It's very inspiring. What you're saying reminds me of a saying by Alan Watts, in madness lies sanity. Yes, you've got this thesis. You'll do it justice and make it your own. Finally getting a hold of some finger picks made it easier to play at speed. Finger picks rock. I wrote something down yesterday at church. It was from the sermon. What is something you appreciate? I put a whole bunch of smaller things than bigger things that most people would want. Rock on. The brightest lights cast the darkest shadows, so if everything around you seems dark, it's because of your incandescent light. My dear friend Trey, whom I love. Oh, it looks like our show's running late. They'll deal with it. My dear friend Trey, whom I love, is See, there is a story that's too short for me to publish in story form. I want to make it almost a children's book, something very illustrated. But I couldn't till my hands were where they need to be. So you may see my art style getting a little more painterly and odd for a bit. That is why. Trey just reminded me of that. Hit me in the heart. I'm not even going to talk it down. I'm not going to talk it down. Normally I would. Whoo! And poor Amanda. Hope Amanda heals up quickly. I had 3 stitches in my toe from glass as a kid. Not fun. Foxy says, I've done similar. Has my Amanda out? Has my sympathy? Ouch. Oh, hoping Amanda feels better. You need the rest. After last week, yeah. I rested Saturday for an action to make yesterday happen. I get it. And I'm going to tell you, getting on the couch and piling down as a family is one of the greatest experiences you will ever have. And if you have the right lady, gentlemen, women know this, and women talk about this, how nice it is to, I've got my man and I can lean on him. Until you put your head in the lap of the woman you love and just kind of napped for a while and felt the world just get a little bit better, you haven't lived, my friends. Oh. I love my wife, and I love my son. I have a good life. I hope neighbors get the car fixed soon. Continuing from my previous message, but people take the smallest things that make up the bigger things for granted. And I have days I have to remind myself and sit and appreciate all this. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am, and yes, sir. Callie cuddling in my arms. Achoo! Thanks for the snotty arm, kitty. Be right back. The Finch app makes me appreciate the small things. I can't rave about it enough. I'm glad. That sounds like you guys are having fun. For dealing with those reactions regarding stuff with Kane, I recommend Carol Kane. Oh. Okay, y'all don't understand. Chris just activated a knit card here. That one of my favorite films of all time. He's a little Jeff Goldblum-led number with Ed Begley Jr. Film called Transylvania 5000. It had a great many things going for it, including Gina Davis's vampiric persona. But I will tell you, I had such a crush on Carol Kane in that movie. I still kind of have a crush. I know what I'm about. I love Carol Kane. She's glorious. And now I want to watch that movie again. Thank you, sir. It's also just mind-numbingly fun. Let's see. And maybe for my birthday, I'll scrounge up enough to pay for Plus. Unlike Joe, with the audacity not to let me know his birthday was coming till it's too late. Not forgiven, Joe. That means I have to come up with a surprise and ambush you with goodness at some point. Let us know ahead of time so that people can plan stuff. Chris? Is there a show tonight? I believe so. Loved her work on the show Taxi. Yes, her and Andy Kaufman. Epic. You guys talked Kitty into getting on Finch. Scrooged. Yes, absolutely. I've got her in my friend tree now. Now, I'm sure she's talking about Foxy, but if you're talking about Carol Kane, all the bonus points too. So do I. I don't. We can change that. She made a pact. Send her a post. Wow. And yes, she was. She was also in Star Trek, and is, if you're talking Strange New Worlds, I think. Yes. Methinks I'm sending her a friend request now. I really hate when I run out of my allergy meds. Oofta. Haven't had one since Thursday, so I sound a little Batman today. Not as bad as when I have a cold, but it's a bit gravelly. Ugh, no bueno. Though Batman part is kind of cool. Hopefully Pharmacy will has them in today. Can be, Chris. And to anyone who's watching this, glad June is over. I'm a transgender individual, yet despite everything, getting to put down so many times and turned away, I still won't change for anything or anyone but myself. That's because I'm not my gender identity. I'm human too. Rock on. Also, after Sunburn's thesis is the one healing, not me. What is this strange vengeance? What is this upheaval? Are those of us of the pale and red looking out and going, what's this? What's this? Mwaha! I say. And mwaha! I mean. Or anyone but myself. Okay, we covered that. And yay, humans. It's kind of difficult for me, but if you put in the effort, you can find silver lining in those dark clouds. Dark clothes. I am missing Sarah. She's usually here causing me trouble. You are awesome, Alec, and don't let anyone tell you different. Indeed, what Thesis says. Also, even though June is over, I'm not going to hide in the shadows. I'm going to continue to live my life and love the way I know how. Rock on. You do you. We got your back. I understand the concept of braiding. I can do it with ribbons. I can't braid hair. Have you seen my fingers try to behave? Not the green room. Not the green room. Where are we now? And see, when Trey says that, she means it. You were our kid before June. You'll still be our kid, Alec. Exactly. Thanks, all. Carl needs to do the Captain Lou Albano beard. I think not. Be excellent to each other. Yes. One second, though. Wild stallions. I can't do the high pitch thing right now. My voice won't let me. Right, Chris? We may be weird, but that's the best kind. Miku. Yes, Miku wig. Do it, Trey. Geez, Nick, run an ad and put the wax on. I'll worry about it later. I've seen people make the yarn wigs. I think Carl's going for the Billy Gibbons look. I don't want to be unweird. New ad should be labeled Mags July 2024. Okay, so it's in the folder. It's not in my stuff. Thank you. I will try to upload it. I've had trouble with that lately. Chair! I don't have the chair logo uploaded yet. I have to find it again. Saw a new ad on the shorts last night. Looked awesome, Trey. Thanks, Thesis. Totally wasn't singing along. Yes, but he said chair. Chair. Beavis and Butthead laughs. I know you were, Foxy. Foxy says hi, Xander. Okay, he's still asleep. I can do a pretty good Beavis impression. That was actually my nickname in junior high. Dawn says hi, Manda and Xander. Morning, Manda. Hi, Manda. Hey, Manda, Xander and Manda. Everybody's saying hi to Xander and Manda. Oh, that's fun, Thesis. Yeah, it was interesting. Mwahaha. You just broke Nick, Carl. That laugh went supersonic. I'm sorry. When someone said the subtlety of Star Trek, I have to laugh. Oh, that would actually broke me. Joe Dog focused on the manners episode. I think the bathroom scene. And yes, let that be your last battlefield. Oh, it was so good. So subtle. We're just giving him ammo. Subtlety? It's not as effective these days. I can't break Nick, but I might try to crack him up. 21 cannon salutes worth. Oh, we need double digits in the likes. Stuck at only 9 at this time. It happens. Got mine on. I'm not slacking. Yay! Lamau. Love the not the green room sign. That was epic. A new not the green room sign. Lamau. Screenshot achieved. I would have just sent it to you, Carl. Grin. Not a cryptid. Don't believe it. I'm shocked. And of course, because it's me, the finger picks are black and red. Of course. Since I had to grab it, this is my Finch link, and there's a bunch of letters and numbers. Those horns are okay. Those horns look a little too natural for you to not be a cryptid. Don't know what you're talking about. Look, no horns. Ignore the grinder in the corner. Thesis always says I'm comfy. Without straying into impropriety, I have no doubt that you are quite comfy, Foxy. Have fun storming the castle. Cats are starting to remind me. This is how they remind me. Ted's B-Days tomorrow got him Legos and a Sith print. He's happy. It's nice to know I don't have to ask him for his money to buy his birthday gift. LOL. Unfortunately, I have to do that with Mom. And thanks. And wait, did Nick just oofta? Thesis is oof? Oofed. Yeah, well, that may have come out of me. Birthdays. Okay, Foxy's birthday is 2 months from Wednesday, and mine is a month after that. Okay, so we have some heads up. Chris is looking for silver lining in clothes? Well, if he insists. Beware of geeks bearing gifts. I'm going to lose it every time the not the green room sign pops up. For those not wanting to count, it's September 3rd. Thesis is October 3rd. He's catching up. Catching up? How can that be? Because we're slacking on hilarity. I was worried there for a minute. Charcoal is now in here asking for lunch. The comment about Foxy being comfy, I did let that go without being pervy. I need a badge for that. We all do. Here's the PG badge for you, Carl. Yep. Well, guys, I'm going to run some ads and wrap it up because it is a good time. And then licks the badge. Badge? Munsey? Huh? LOL. Brand. And I have a few other things that I have added as needed because it needs to be interesting. But let's run something we haven't heard from in a while.
From author Brian K. Morris comes a tale of irreverent holiday horror, told with much inappropriate humor. Dr. Victor Frankenstein creates the spirit of giving himself. Ho, ho, ho. Santa-Stein, or the post-holiday Prometheus. Available at Amazon.com. Get your copy today.
Hi, bunnies. This is Robin Yoda, just wanting to let you know I have a Twitch channel. It's twitch.tv/Robin Yoda. You can catch me there Tuesdays at 7 p.m. Pacific playing Stardew Valley, Saturdays at 2 p.m. playing The Sims 4, and Sundays at 10 a.m. Pacific playing a random game from my Game Pass library. You can also find me Mondays on my YouTube channel, Robin Yoda the Lilac Bunny. I hope to see you all there. Thanks for watching.
Thank you, Robin. I hope you're doing well wherever you are or whatever you're doing. We've got 13 comments. Wow. Let's see. She really is quite comfy. Did it autocorrect clouds, Dawn? Well padded. Go feed the cats. I think there's a show tonight, so hoping to see y'all later. Have a good day. We'll be there. See everyone then. Well padded. Yes, there are other phrases to work for that. And bye, everyone. I got head out. Nick said, clothes instead of clouds. We know where his mind went. Absolutely. Robin has a glorious voice, and she's on the list of people I wish would do voiceovers. I'm a little chunky, and there's nothing wrong with that. But, guys, I'm going to wrap it up because, frankly, I have a lot of things to do before I have to sail off and get my mouth fixed. So, guys, keep drawing, keep creating, keep making what you love because it matters. And because you can edit it, you can improve it. But you cannot edit a blank page. I love you, and you should too. I will see you back Wednesday for the art drawing portion of Nevermind the Furthermore. Toodles, folks.